All right, this is Trucker Brown here with E. Dean Cole. His links will be in the description, also at the end of the channel. This video will first be seen on Patreon. Also, the link for Patreon is in the bio of my Instagram. My Instagram is at Trucker Brown. Now, Lo has a new truck.
Brand new truck.
Brand new truck, and most people are blowing Lo up.
He the man.
They like, light skin McGee, tell me how you got this and that. They want to know how Lo got his credit to the point to where he got that truck.
All right.
And give us a roundabout.
Okay. So.
I'm sorry I don't have water for you here.
It's okay. Let me get some of that. Let me get Pepsi.
This isn't the embassy, but. I know the embassy.
We good. We good.
I'd have water for you and everything. But what are you gonna do? I didn't know that area.
I don't know. What are we gonna do? All right. So.
Because they're gonna want to know.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Well, how transparent I can be. I'm not gonna. Well, one thing about it, I say this: Lo and Shay are enrolled into DCFI Online, which is an online course. And in my online course, I teach you how to build your business and build business credit that's completely separate from your personal credit. Now, you can build business credit and it be 100% completely separate from your personal credit if you do it the right way. Now, in my course, I teach you how to build business credit, and just for free, I give you the 720 FICO coaching for free. And it teaches you how to boost up your personal credit, your personal score. Like, that's how your scores went up a couple hundred points. It's through that type of information. So, I will say this. Loshawn, he reached out. Lo reached out to me. Lo was like, Dean, I'm frustrated. I don't know what to do. We looked at a few options. Like after that jerk, what's that dude's name? I don't even want to see. We still saying his name?
Yeah, he's irrelevant.
He's irrelevant. The irrelevant jerk who lied to my man and tried to want to be famous for no reason. They just want attention. That's like the dumbest thing. Like, why would you play with somebody just for attention? That's how come. Listen, people are weird, man. Y'all are some celebrities, man. People are weird, man.
And they say they sent us all the way to Florida to pick up the truck, and the truck wasn't
when
there.
He did that was in Missouri, right? Or
no,
at the terminal in Prime?
It was in Missouri, but he sent us to Florida.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah. Dumb stuff. Weird. Anyway, I had somebody do something like that similar not too long ago. I had somebody pay $1,000 for my course and then turn around and say they never heard of me after I had all of this information with the credit card companies. People are weird. People are so weird. They need a chargeback. So weird. So weird. But anyway.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. But anyway.
A person would have to...
What they would need to do first is be positioned the right way. See, and I will be somewhat I'm gonna be transparent, but I'm talking about Loshawn, and he's very guarded. But I will say this: I had to help Loshawn change his way of thinking because he kept thinking about my personal. Like, what do I need to do for my personal? With my personal, I was like, Loshawn, how long has On Point Trucking Concepts been around?
4 years.
4 years. So we had to shift our energy. So there's certain companies, there's certain lenders that will do business with you when you are a business. Like I gave the example on Facebook Live of Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone is a great CEO. He has this beautiful cocaine white Wraith with the stars in the roof. Beautiful. Got that in his business name, in his business credit. He don't pay for that. And so that being said,
they would have to learn
they
the
would need
difference
to learn
between personal
credit and business credit. If you want to be able to get a position of where you can get a 2018. And what year are we in again?
2017.
But what year is your truck again?
18.
2018.
Yeah.
Huh? Brand new truck smell. Even though he got the new truck smell, he still had potpourri in the corner. He still had the potpourri in the corner. Light skin style. When I got in the truck, I was like, it's a mixture of smell. I'm like, what is that smell?
Right,
Brand new, fresh, clean is because this particular lender lends in that fashion. Like a 200, how much is that truck?
Truck is
$163,000. Business name.
Right.
You have to set up your business, and there's certain minimum requirements you have to have. Money talks, BS walk. At the end of the day, when you're talking about business, so you first have to be set up as a legitimate business in order to be able to do that.
And then once you set up as a legitimate business, give us a roundabout to how you would start off getting business credit. Just a few things you can say.
Okay, I do it like this is the scenario that I gave before. Like say for instance, you meet a brand new chick, you don't really know her, and she says, "Hey, my car broke down," and you like her, you know what I'm saying? She cute, you know, she got a slim, you know, she got a nice smile and a slim waist, and you know, she 34, 26. 8, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. You know, you want to keep her around.
You know the exact measurements.
But
That's
hey.
crazy.
But you do not know her yet. You don't trust her. So instead of you giving her a check or depositing or cash apping her $1,000, you say, "Baby, you know what? I get your car fixed for you." So you go get the car fixed for her, right? And so you see that it was a legitimate issue, builds trust. After it builds trust, let's say another situation comes up where a mom might be sick. Like, "Babe, well, I need the money." Then because you trust her, then you'll give her the money, right? Because she's built a relationship, you can see she's not using you. It's just the vicissitudes of life. It happens. So I said all of that to say this. It's all about trust. When you are a brand new business, the number one reason why businesses fail is because they're underfunded. 90% of owner-operators fail within their first year, right?
That's what the numbers say.
The numbers say that. You want to know why? Because they are doing owner-operator like they are a truck driver, not like they are a fleet owner. I explain to people all the time, I don't know nothing about driving no trucks. Like, I probably can shift better than TB because TB can't shift from what the word on the street is. TB can't shift, you know, that's the word on the street. But I don't know nothing about shifting, you know what I'm saying? I have absolutely no idea about a lumper. No idea. I mean, I know the lingo because I'm in the business, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know the lingo, but as far as the inner workings of it, I have absolutely no idea about it. But it doesn't matter because I am a Robin Hood regenist. I'm a paper pusher. I know how to cook the books legally and do books the proper way. So I said all that to say this. You have to change your way of thinking. The number one reason why truckers fail, 90%, is because they don't trust and they don't want to learn. And they're arrogant. And they think they know it all. And so because of that, you have to change your way of thinking and stop thinking like an owner-operator, start thinking like a fleet owner. It don't matter if you driving for Prime, CR England, you driving for Swift, you driving for Knight, you can be driving for JB Hunt, you can be driving for FedEx, you can be driving for Walmart. Right now, in your mind, you need to be thinking like a fleet owner. Because that's the only way you're going to be able to survive, because you're going to have to change your mind. When you look at it, you have to look at it like the same thing with Lo. I had to talk to him like, "Lo, business. Shay was working on the personal side. Then he and I was working on the business side. Combination came together. Boom."
So, Lo gets this truck, right? And I ain't no hater. The difference between me and Lo is I'm a flat back.
Okay.
I run heavy.
Okay.
Now, what if I want to go in and get me? I just dropped a video about custom sleeper. He said it was 270, 280. I want to go and get one of them. What's the deal? How I get that check?
All right. If you want to be able to get you a sleeper, super sleeper. Now I'm gonna talk a little bit about this particular lender's underwriting guidelines. All right. So if you have been driving company for 3 months, you ain't gonna be able to do it. You're gonna need to have at least 24 months CDL. That's one of the that's a secret to this particular lender. You're gonna need at least 24 months of a CDL. All right, that's one of the underwriter requirements. The other thing is that you're gonna need to have an established PAYDEX score. A PAYDEX is the same thing as a FICO. FICO stands for Fair Isaac and Company. PAYDEX is the equivalent of that. You're going to need to have an 80 PAYDEX store. They're going to have to see that you are a legitimate business, that you make your payments on time. After that, you're also going to need to have an Equifax profile established, which is the last credit bureau to be established on the business side. And then you're going to need to have an IntelliScore, an Experian profile, and you're going to need to have at least $5,000 of a line of credit showing up reporting to Experian. At least that. Once you have that minimum requirement, you have some of those things, then some of these lenders will look at you. But then it's also going to determine based on, your bank account. You'll be surprised all the people that are owner operators, they ain't got no business checking account.
Wow.
You'll be surprised the dude right now, all his money going to his baby mama checking account. Direct deposit directly to his baby mama checking account.
Wow.
I see it all the time.
So they don't have no car. Like, I got a car, say Truckle Brown, Dickie Down, right on
Nope.
front of that.
Nope, they don't got that. It's Shaquita's checking account, being direct deposit. And he ain't no child support because of it. And if he needs something, he just asks his baby mama.
Wow.
You'll be surprised. A lot of that happens.
But the first thing is you got to get your
You
structure
gotta
right.
get your structure right. And that's why in my course, I walk you step by step. I actually hold your hand and make sure that you cannot move to the next section until you get it straight. Because what's the point of running down there? Like underneath LoShawn's post, I was like, I'm so proud of you, my man. Congratulations, this and the third. And then somebody was like, well, I just need lenders. I don't want to pay to go through your course. And I said, okay, what's the point of me giving you lenders for you just to be turned down anyway?
Yeah.
Like, I can give you the lenders, but you're gonna get turned down
And another big thing
if you don't know how to make it work.
The big thing about truckers is they don't want to pay for nothing. That if they can't drive, freak, or screw it.
That's so true.
They're not trying.
They ain't trying to pay for it.
They'll still. They think everything. They're hypersensitive to scams.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's a scam. They don't want to. If you go in there, they're thinking they're paying for a credit score. No, you're not.
You're not. You're paying to learn what you need to do so that you can have it.
And if
paying for a credit score is a scam.
Yeah, because it'll end up fluctuating back.
Yeah. That's the illegal part. And that's the thing too. Like, things that people don't realize, and I don't really talk about my past that much, is that I have, like I said, 18 years of experience working in banking and finance. So you might get somebody who think they know about credit. Let's just call them bronze boy. Mm-hmm. They think they know about credit, and they're talking and saying all this other stuff. There's no consequences or repercussions for them. So they can get up and talk. Me, it's not that way. Because my NMLS ID, because of my file with FBI and all the other stuff, all that stuff that I have for me, I can be, it's called liable lawsuits. It's called malpractice. You know what I'm saying? So that's why
you could be held accountable.
I can be held accountable for misinformation, and I can be held accountable if I physically do something and it doesn't work out right. That's why I'm not just giving it all the way out for free. Because I used to teach CPNs. Like, everybody likes CPNs, low CPN. The very small select few people I would ever teach or consult with a CPN on. I had one of my mentors got her front door kicked in by the FBI because not somebody that she dealt with, somebody she dealt with that dealt with somebody used a CPN the wrong way. And chain reaction and lied and all that.
They went up just like dope. They just went, who's the boss?
Because the person did something. This person did something wrong. Now, of course, she was fine and everything was great because CPN is 100% legal, just like a gun is legal.
Yeah.
A gun is 100% legal if you do it the right way, if you use it the right way. But if you use it the wrong way, then it's illegal. So I said all of that to say that because of that, that's the reason why certain things that people want is illegal. Like, I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm not just going to manipulate stuff and boom. It doesn't work.
You got a high credit score.
Yeah, you ain't going to do that.
So when they go in there, you're still going to have to learn.
You're going to have to physically do it. You're going to learn to do it. It's just like getting six-pack abs. Mm-hmm. You're still going to have to do it, but the track record is so high, that's why Billy Blanks has what he has, Tybo guy has what he has. It's not a scam. Of course you can go to the gym and work out yourself, but you pay somebody because of their expertise.
Yeah, I will be willing to pay a private weightlifter guy to help me out, physical therapist. Hey, I said Terry. Lo, when you went into the course, you still had to apply yourself and learn.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We still had to physically fill the forms out. I remember talking with him and Shay about it on three-way. And see, this is the thing too, like, when you're inside my course, you get 15-minute consultations where you can call me, you can book time. So even though you have the videos, you have the support group, you're still able to physically call me and I help you and I walk you through what you need to do. You're not just out there by yourself. So like Shay, physically, I was like, Shay, do this first, do that, do this, do this. I was like, okay, Lo, do this, do that, do this, do this. But they still have to physically do it. Like, I'm just not gonna do it for you. So that's not how it works.
There's 300 people in this course.
They're over 300.
A lot of people gonna want to know: do they get to call you whenever they want to?
Not whenever they want to. They can get on my schedule. That's what I'm saying. Like the 15-minute consultations. They can't call me whenever they want, but they have access to my calendar. They can book the time, and it's very regimented. I have 3 days out of the week. All I do is take phone calls. 15 minutes back to back. Boom, 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 boom.
That's a lot of talking on the phone.
It is. It costs to be the boss.
It costs to be the boss.
And that's the reason why I charge $250 an hour in person, $150 an hour over the phone if you just want to do an hour consultation, or you're enrolled into the course. It's $99.95 a month for 12 months. For partners, it is $149.95 a month for 12 months. If you do all up front, you save over $200. So
I mean, see, my thing is that you should be willing to
invest in yourself. And that's another thing, like Lo wanted to invest in himself. Like, for instance, them Ray-Bans y'all got. How much y'all charge? How much you pay for your Ray-Bans?
Those Oakleys.
The Oakleys, my bad, excuse me.
Say about $200.
About $200 for some shades. That does absolutely nothing for you. Whereas this course will get you $163,000 Freightliner 2018. And when what year?
2017.
Well, a course that will teach you how to make your credit score go up. How much?
200.
Over 200 points. But you will pay. Listen, ladies, if you see this and you did not know, let me tell you a secret. You'll go get a happy ending. And the happy ending might cost you $175.
Mm-hmm.
And you walk out there feeling like $1 million, but guess what? Does nothing for you.
Nope.
Give you a massage, get you a lot lizard, feel great.
Mm-hmm.
Get some pizza that night, but spend about $200.
Or you'll go get a Chrysler 300.
Mm-hmm. Put 22s on.
$680 a month.
Mm-hmm.
To go to work and home.
Yep.
And
nothing for you.
All it does is you're riding to work just like the next person. You're just doing it, I guess, more comfortably. But it did not push you forward in what you profess. See, the people that want to get to a certain place that inbox me, when you inbox me and you say, I want to get to where you at, that's a profession. You profess that you want to be where I am.
That means you're going to have to do what I had to do.
Exactly. You're going to have to sacrifice.
Yep.
To the degree
prime example. Like, remember all the times when I was telling you, when we was dealing with that credit union, and you was like, Dean, I don't get it, I don't understand. I said, be patient, trust me. And we had to wait. You was like, but I don't understand why. I said, trust me. And then I called you back and you was like, Dean, are you sure? I was like, trust me. And then it hit, boom. Your scores went up, that line of credit went up, like it all went up. And that's the thing, because the credit system, it works, it's a mathematical equation. 1 + 1 is going to equal 2. 1 times 1 does not equal 2. 1 times 1 equals 1. If you take the plus sign and you just turn it to a times table sign, that one small thing that you changed is still 1 and a 1. Like, how come it doesn't match up? It's because that's no longer a plus sign. It's now a multiplication sign. Somebody today was like, they swore up and down. Oh, my credit score dropped. My credit. He told me, he was like, I've been following you. My credit score jumped 100 points. He not even enrolled into my course, just on the free information. Like, you had to pull me back from the Facebook Live, because I love to teach. When I'm in my mode, I'm in my groove, I just give it out. But he said he did something and his score dropped 100 points. And I was like, that's it. 1 of 3 things happened. And I told him what it was, and he swore up and down that he didn't. 45 minutes he came back, he was like, you was right, it was this. Of course I was right, because 1 + 1 is always going to equal 2. So I said all of that to say, like, that's how the credit system works. And because I am the regime Robin Hood, I know what happens.
Exactly how it works.
And I come back and I tell you what to do.
Like, and that's why I provide these videos for the people that, because some people are on a different cognitive plane than others. There are going to be some people who only want to see truck grills and sleepers. There's
Yeah.
gonna be people who are actually listening to this only for information. There's gonna be people that's looking at this just to see LoShawn, just to see me, just to see Dean, or just to laugh sometimes.
Yeah.
The reason why my channel is growing exponentially is because it has more than one aspect of the situation. Getting to where a person gets to is not just luck.
It's not luck. It's a science behind success.
How many advisors or consultants do you think Jay-Z has in his phone?
In his phone, oh my gosh.
And does he pay them after you talk to him?
Yes, of course he pays them. We already know Tata gonna get the pepper spray, and Tata ain't getting a pepper spray for free.
No.
You know, he paying Tata to get
They
that
on
pepper
payroll.
spray. He on payroll. And then he also has his advisors and he has his squad. If you guys look at the or he's getting paid from it. If you look at the interview that he did when they were sitting down and eating, they was eating CEO style, how I do, you know, seafood over here, the lobster over here, like this. There's a reason I eat like that. You know what I'm saying? They breaking bread, and as they're breaking bread, you can see that I think he was talking about how he calls up a certain people. He was talking about he hired a consultant for the streaming stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What was
That
it?
title.
The title. He hired a consultant to help him with title because Spotify,
Mm-hmm.
they're trying to do the same thing as Spotify when it comes to the free plays to count as a record sale or something like that.
And that's how they get something goes platinum these days.
Yep, that's how it goes platinum. And they changed the game.
And he's paying. So to the guy who's out there who's not a businessman yet, he's a hustler, but he covets the position that Jay-Z,
Jay-Z, our
Puff
CEO does.
Daddy,
Yeah. They all 100%. 50 Cent. 50 Cent, he put a proverbial gun to Stars Corporation's head, and they just dropped a few $1 million today. What Jay-Z, not what 50 Cent did was, as you guys know, the show Power, phenomenally successful.
number one show on
Number
TV.
one show, phenomenally successful. They were trying to cancel his contract. So what they did was they leaked some of the episodes at the end. After the last episode, 50 went on and said, all right, all y'all cancel y'all Stars subscriptions. You don't need Stars anymore. After millions of people canceled their Stars membership, he had a meeting with the Stars Corporation and said, you're going to renew my contract and you're going to give me this and the third. He went on Twitter, told everybody, get your Stars membership back up again. They just dropped a big bag. They don't do that to hustlers. They do that to businessmen. Yeah. You can still use street tactics, but you're still going to need to be able to be you're going to have a ticket to the dance.
And you think
you have to have a business to do that.
50 Cent had a consultant?
He has multiple ones. To get from being 50 Cent to Curtis Jackson. Curtis Jackson is the one you see. He's the one 50. We call him 50. Yeah. When he's at that board table, he Curtis.
Exactly. So these truckers need to understand to get to the levels that they covet. You're dealing with people consulting and sitting down and deal making and back scratching.
You're just gonna have to.
Or you're just gonna end up just being owner operator.
Or you're gonna keep on that wheel. If you keep doing what you've been doing, you're gonna keep getting what you've been getting. And some people are okay with that. And if you're okay with that, that's fine. But if you're not okay with that, then you're gonna have to do something different. You're gonna have to learn it. If you don't know it, you can learn it. If you don't know the people, you can meet them. If you don't have the character, you can develop it. That's just real. It just is what it is. Look at Turker Brown, for instance. TB is a legitimate businessman. Before E. Dean Cole was ever thought about, he was homeless. He was battling depression. He was living on the street. He had a GED, around bums, sleeping on chicks' couches. Mm-hmm. And not even 5 years later, he is well into the six figures. Ladies well into You know what I'm saying? He has bought a couple of trucks. He get to come and go as he please. Embassy suite staying. His suite was bigger than mine. I felt some type of way. I got to double up. Well, last suite I had was in the middle of the ocean, and it was full of 80 women. So maybe they might catch up for it. But anyway, I said all of that to say that, but TB had to learn, like for instance, you had to change,
Yep.
and you had to learn, like you learned, because you're so resourceful, you learned a lot of stuff from YouTube.
Yeah, and you wouldn't even, if you were to go back 6 years ago
And see some of your old stuff.
or just see me in person, you wouldn't even recognize me.
Yep. There's going to be a change. Like the #1 best-selling book of all time says that there's a change with the inner man before the outer man can ever be renewed. The exact same thing with me. Like folks can't believe who I am now because of the way I used to be or where I used to be. Complete change. It just is what it is. Look at the people we're talking about. Look at 50. Look at Jay-Z. Look at Diddy. Look at Charlamagne the God.
Yo, he's killing it.
He's killing it right now, and he's a completely different person. Charlamagne lost 35 pounds.
Well, what is going on?
Trying to get a drink for y'all, man, but damn,
He can't get out the room. Charlamagne the God, prime example. Listen, I'm about to give you guys some. I talked to Charlamagne's management. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all know I wrote a book. I became a #1 bestseller. And I talked to Charlamagne's management. I talked to the female, and I also talked to the guy. Most people don't know this, but the guy who used to, the white guy who used to be behind DJ Envy working the boards, he left, and now he is one of Charlamagne's managers. And before Charlamagne became a #1 bestseller, they told him, you're going to have to lose some weight, you're going to have to get better skin, and you're going to have to become more likable. Guess what he did? All three of those things.
He lightened up his roughness.
He lightened up his roughness. He went with Dr. Sandy. He lost about 30 pounds. He is a completely separate person. Like if you do, matter of fact, if TB, since TB is editing this, I want TB to do a screenshot showing the old Charlamagne and the new Charlamagne. Somebody completely different.
Yeah, they trying to say he was lightening his skin, but he actually got his
He actually had scrub, yeah. But he had to, what he did was he made himself more attractive for television. That's why MTV started messing with him like he was. Because at first he wasn't on nothing on MTV. But he wanted to be camera ready. He knew where he wanted to go. And guess what? Charlamagne has people like Steve Harvey and other consultants that he paid.
Putting him on TV.
Putting him on TV and all the other stuff. Andrew Schultz, the Caucasian guy.
Yeah, the brilliant idiot.
Yeah, brilliant idiot stuff. All of that stuff. I mean, and that's what I'm saying. If you stay woke enough, you can see it. It's right in front of the game. It's right in front of your face.
So you saying when he got to the 106 in Park, he probably didn't have those consultants.
He didn't have none of that stuff.
And then by the time he blew up,
They told
he
him.
probably has 4 or 5.
He had. I know for a fact he does. And it costs to be the boss.
And he's paying. You think he pays?
I know for a fact he pays them. Wax, the dude who looked like you a little bit taller than
Yeah,
that,
big dude.
Big dude, he paid him full-time security. He paid, and he also pays all these other people. They get percentages. They pay. Like I don't take percentages. No, I don't do none of that stuff. I don't play them games.
It's the flat pay.
Yep, it's flat up. It's straight up. It is what it is. So I said all of that to say that
You got to pay into yourself.
you got to invest into yourself. If you don't invest into yourself, it is.
And I like to make these videos, which is something you can listen to and you write, and also it's motivation.
Yes.
It's the understanding that even though we're blue collar, before we even get into the colors and races and all of that, one thing we all are on this channel, for the most part, is blue collar entrepreneurs.
Yep.
Okay. Other people who are blue collar, Ford.
Henry Ford.
He was like a blue collar inventor and all that type of stuff. But you're going to have to reach over.
Cross the aisle, that's what they call it.
Oh, yeah, across the aisle, as they say out in Capitol Hill.
Yeah.
You're going to have to reach over and you're going to have to take some giblets
And
to understand. And that's what I think sets my channel apart from looking at all these other YouTube channels. They're not really doing interviews because they're more focused on all the attention being on them.
Yeah.
I can
And drama.
Yeah. I can do 10 videos without my face never even being in it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay to me. It doesn't matter because it's about what is learned, the motivation, it keeps going, which will change a person from just getting a notification to actually paying attention to what my channel is producing. And I will bring you people who can, and if you're a white collar person that thinks you have something to say in the seat that Dean's in right now,
Drop the comment below.
drop a comment below. I will deal with you.
Yep. If you think I'm right, let me know. If you think I'm wrong, let me know. And I come back and I interact.
Yeah.
I do.
Dean's gonna be on every comment under here.
Yeah, just what happens is that on my off days, like I work so much on my off days, or if I'm just multitasking, I come back and I comment.
And if you want to get in the deep seat with Dean and have me interview you, and you think you have something legitimate to say, inbox me on Facebook would be the best way to get to me. Emailing, I don't check my email all the time. But inbox me on Facebook, that'll be the best way to get in contact. And if you say, I want to get in contact with Dean, I'm putting his links all over these videos. And I am dropping them on Patreon a week before they even come out. And is there a way I can make you an admin on the Patreon?
I don't know about Patreon is new.
See, we don't know
gotta
enough
find
about
out.
that
Yeah,
platform.
Patreon is brand new. We don't know nothing about the
Because
about
everybody
the
on
platform.
Patreon is full on serious. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not gonna pay their money if they're not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
All right, we Audi 530. Remember, check the link for Dean Cole Financial. We are out.
Listen, the only person stopping you from being successful is you. Go get them. Success is waiting for you.
Subscribe now.